What's poppin'? I just came back from the gym. I feel like I'm always coming back from the gym when I'm starting these videos. I guess it's just a good timing, you know. You got a pump, got a little bit of blood flowing, your muscles are swole, so it's always in a good mood to start these videos. But today is Saturday in the end of October. No, mid-October. No, beginning of October.
I know we're acting stupid, being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish, but I feel so young. Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we're dumb, it's the only way we know how to do it.
And my plan for today is to take on the hardest part of the whole initial part of the app, which is making the audio globally playable. So for example on Spotify, if you press pause, you can do that from the lock screen. You don't have to go into the app and then press play in order to play it again. You can just do it from the lock screen. And that's what we want to achieve today with the app. We want to make it playable UI of the original phone, so not only in the app. And I feel like this is going to be quite a difficult task, and that's probably why I've saved it for last, since you know you need to interact with the components of the operating system of the phone in a completely different way compared to just doing it in the app itself. And that's probably, if you take a look at my board here, you can see I've saved this one for last. Make audio playable and pausable on the entire app. And you see, that's my number 13 issue. I've done finished all the other ones, but this is the ones which I've saved for last, probably because it's the most annoying. And it's good because I've given myself 2 weekends to do this. It's probably gonna take all of that time because I don't think it's gonna be that simple. I'm probably gonna have to redo quite a big chunk of the app in order to accomplish this. But it's gonna be worth it because it's gonna make the function of the app sick, and it's gonna be good. But it's gonna be difficult. So let's get to it. Probably gonna take 2 weekends for this. Maybe I finish it in one day. You never know. But I feel like it's gonna take two weeks to do because I'm gonna have to redo a lot of things. I'm realizing now when I'm reading up on this. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, it's 4 hours later and goddamn, this is harder than I expected it to be. With that said, we've finally made some progress at least, so it's almost laughable what I've managed to do in 4 hours, but okay, here it is. So, after 4 hours of working on this and watching YouTube videos, reading tutorials, reading articles, reading documentation, etc., we finally have this. Look. Plays audio, you can pause it, but then also the audio is viewable from the home screen, so you can interact with it from like the, what do you call it, the UI controls of the operating system of the phone. I think you can even lock it. Yep, finally. Now we're just gonna go ahead and replicate the UI which we had for the old audio player, and then replicate down those buttons. I think that's gonna be a bit difficult since we're gonna pass variables from the internet and all that. But we'll make it work. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Probably I'll be able to finish it tomorrow. Let's hope so. And we'll see how it goes.
Just swallow still. Can't believe that this is real. To be going on without you gives me chills. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. Yeah, it's a bitter pill. Yeah, it's a bitter pill.
Alright, what's poppin'? It is 9 o'clock in the evening. I've been standing here pretty much all day since I recorded the first part of this video, which was at 11 o'clock I think this morning. But now we've finally made some progress. So let me show you here what we have so far. So I've replicated the view we had in the old player, and now I can just show you. So for example, then this is, you know, you recognize this is the home page of the app. We press one of the stories, we go to listen now. It builds it. I think I'm gonna try to build some like loading widget there or something like that. And then you have the time there, press play. You can slide this one. Now, here's the thing though. If I quit this app now, I still have this accessible here. I can use this. And now when I go back, we have these buttons here, forward, backwards. Just like that, even if I lock the phone. God damn, it only took like 10 hours, but we're kind of there. I mean, we still have some small adjustments to make, but the bulk of it has been done, so happy with that. I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I've been standing in this closet for what, 10 hours? God damn. Oh well, but I think tomorrow we're gonna do the fine-tuning. We're gonna, for example, add the the loading indicator and all that stuff, and I think we had some changes to make. And then I think that's probably it for like the alpha version of the app. And then later on, obviously, we'll add, for example, so you can steer the audio in the app itself. So for example, like, you know, Spotify, you have this little bar at the bottom where you can change the audio and you can pause, press play, etc. We'll probably add that later. And then tomorrow, for example, I also need to do so that you can like the saga and then it will show up in your liked list and all that. But that's a task for tomorrow. Today we're done. I can't be bothered to do anymore. I'm going freaking crazy over here. But you know, good stuff. Let's see tomorrow when it's done. And I think after that we're pretty much done with the alpha version of the app and we can roll out the first user test. Boom, excited for that. What's up? It's Sunday, 12:43. I have finally finished everything I said I was gonna finish over the weekend. I gave myself 2 weekends to do this. I finished it in a day and a half. It probably took 15 hours in total maybe. But now let me show you what we've accomplished. It seems like such a small thing, but for me this is a big deal, you know. This is quite complicated. It's a lot of external Flutter code which you need to use, for example, and also it's just you need to interact with a particular phone. But let me show you what I mean. Okay, so now for example, if I press one of these stories, I press listen now, and then I wait for this to buffer. In the future I think I'll have like a spinning icon or something like that, but right now this only appears when it's buffered. So let's press play. As you can see, the audio is now interactable through the Apple software. If I close this, audio is still playing. And I can actually from here, I can pause, I can shuffle it forward, I can lock the phone, have it from there. Can unlock the phone, press the app again, press play, I can unfavorite it, I can favorite it, and now for example if I go to the database, you see here we have 3 sagas. Look, this is how instant this is, pretty mad. We press play and then we listen, I don't like it, unfavorite it, boom, now we have 2. Updated already, almost instant speed. This is mad how quick this is. But now for example, if you want to fast forward 10 seconds, backwards, change the speed, real slow. Boom! And then we have that there. Pretty sick! Took quite a while to do that, 15 hours. I thought it was gonna take longer than that, so I'm really happy with that. But you know, now I think we're pretty much done. We have some small cosmetic changes we're gonna make to the app, you know, some small bugs, etc. And then I think we're good with that 18th of October deadline where we have like an app which we can use. You can't pay in it, of course, yet, and it doesn't have all the functionality which we need it to have. It's definitely good enough to start testing and see what people think, you know, what functions do we want to add, what do we want to remove, etc. So we're gonna do those cosmetic changes over the next week. Then probably next weekend we're gonna roll out the full alpha test of the app. So See you then.
I know we're acting stupid.